Well, welcome. We're here this afternoon in the Student Athlete Spotlight with Kelsey Thornton, a member of our softball team. Just got back from getting the year started and off to a great start in someplace a little warmer than South Bend. Tell us about the opening weekend of the season.
So we've had 2 weekends so far. Our first weekend we split, and then this last weekend we went 2 and 3. So we've been working hard, and we're kind of starting to finally find our groove, which is great. Our last game, actually, we played the #1 team, Oklahoma, and it was great to see us really fight in that game and really, take it to them. We went extra innings with them, and I would say pretty close call at the plate changes that game. So
Yeah, you had them on the ropes.
yeah, we had them right there. So next time, though, we win that game for sure.
Well, that'll be, where is it, Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City.
That'll be when you
Absolutely.
face them. Give us a little scouting report on the team this year. What are the key aspects of it? How would you describe the Fighting Irish?
I would say the key to the Fighting Irish this year is our fight. We have a lot of really good returning girls that were starters last year. A lot of freshmen from last year have actually come into their own. They had a great freshman season, and that's Jenna Simon, Katie Haas, and Emily Kerner. This year they're really looking to be key starters for us again. We have Laura Winter, who's our starting pitcher. She's a phenomenal pitcher. She's been our ace the last couple years. We also have Brittany in there. She'll pitch a bunch of games for us, and then of course my other senior teammate, Amy Button, who was an All-American last year, and so she'll definitely look to have a great season this year too. So we've just got a lot of talent. So
a lot of good leadership on the team too, because you're a captain.
I am,
and that's quite an honor to have. Well, how did you feel like when you were selected to be captain, and what do you view the responsibilities of that as being?
Well, I feel like as a captain, initially whenever I first found out, I was just really excited to lead my team, and I knew that I was hoping that I could do a good job, and I think as I've kind of developed as a captain the last couple months, I feel like I'm really getting the hang of it, and what my responsibilities are is being like a liaison between my teammates and my coaches, letting them kind of know what's going on with the team and letting my teammates know what's going on with the coaches. So, and also, whenever things do go a little haywire, it's bringing everybody back in and really making sure we're focused on what we need to be doing.
Do you spend any time, how do you spend time sort of asking other people about their approach to being captains or leaders? Are there programs you go through here or other?
Yeah. So I'm in the Rosenthal Leadership Academy, which this is my first year doing it, but I really, really enjoy it. And they talk a lot about, how to communicate with teammates, and, they just give us great feedback on that. And, you're in a group with 5 or 6 other, like a small group, 5 or 6 other student athletes that are leaders on their team. So it's great too, because I can bounce ideas off them and ask them, okay, in this situation, what do you think about that, and how may you handle that situation? So that's really helped me a lot.
Could you give us an example of a strategy someone's given you during the course of that you've employed?
Well, actually, there's been a lot about how to confront people, and that's one of maybe my weaknesses, is that I don't necessarily like to confront people. I'm a pretty positive person, and going through the Rosenthal Leadership Academy, I found out sometimes there is a time and a place when you do have to give that hard feedback to a teammate, and if your teammate love and trust you like they should, then they're going to take that feedback, and it worked out really well for me in those situations.
That's great. I'm glad you're going through that program, because it is really a great one here at the university. Now, your game's speed in significant part, right?
Yes, sir.
Slap hitter.
Yep.
And steal the occasional stolen base.
I hope so.
You batted very, very well last year, and a right fielder, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what's the strength of your game?
I would say my speed is really what I like to use to really get me in the game, and that's my special gift that I can give to the team, and I just see it as my responsibility to put the ball in play and get on base, and then that way those big hitters like Amy and Katie, then they have the opportunity to score 1, 2, 3 runs on against the other team. So that's what I like to do.
Well, that's great. Now, Sugar Land, Texas is home, How did you get, what made someone from Sugar Land, Texas decide to come play at Notre Dame?
Well, I actually have a very long family history of Notre Dame. Both my parents went here. They met in they met their freshman year in OSHAG in Spanish class, and neither of them know Spanish, which I feel like that tells you a lot. But they met their freshman year. They went through, graduated in '77. Both my older sisters went here, so graduated in '07 and 2010. And then my brother-in-law also went here, and I also had an uncle and one of my cousins. So it's Notre Dame kind of chose me.
You're keeping the merchandise
Oh yeah.
going
There
in
is
the
like
family.
way too much Notre Dame stuff in our family.
That's great. And what's the academic interest? What's your major?
I'm science business, and with that, I'm hoping to go to medical school. This coming year, I'd like to do a year of like volunteer service work. So I'm looking at different opportunities around the country for that. And then after that, I would do medical school.
That's great. Where would you like to go to medical school?
I would like to go somewhere in Texas. It's great here in Indiana. It's just a little too cold for me. So I'm thinking I'll go back to Texas.
Well, I have no doubt you'll have a successful season this year and then a year after it and get ready for med school. And we'll look forward to following your career as you go. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.